I've done a Temu camping video twice, and both times I ended up sleeping in my car. The first time I set up my camp, tried some Asian snacks, tried to get a fire going, and then I just spent the night in my car. The second time I was dedicated. I hiked out in the middle of the woods, made a shelter with sticks and a tarp. I only had 2 jars of peanut butter for food. I made it until about midnight, and then I booked it in the middle of the woods, back to my car and drove home. I was terrified. Today I'm going to finish this. I'm going to be successfully camping with only $100 worth of items from Temu. I am giving myself 3 challenges I have to complete this video. First challenge is I have to build a shelter and spend the night in it. My second challenge is a couple of videos ago I heard this frog sounding bird. The ambiance is kind of cool. Was that a frog? And it turns out to be an American woodcock. It's the funniest looking bird and I really want to find one. For my second challenge, I have to hear one, identify it, and find it, or its general location. And for my third challenge, I have to recreate my camping site on Minecraft relatively accurately, but I'm gonna be the judge of it, so I might be biased. Now let's go spend $100 on Temu. I finally arrived in my element. It's a high of 70. It's not gonna hit 70 the whole time me being here. And it's a low of 30 degrees. New location this time. I actually really like this spot. It's very open. But I am planning on setting up my shelter in this area where it's a little bit more wooded. This is everything that I brought. My subtotal before tax and shipping was just about $100. The subtotal was this, but I had this $5 credit, so it was less than this. It was actually this. And I bought just about everything I need to successfully stay the night. I'm a little nervous because I wish I could buy more, but I'm excited to make history on this channel. Now, I did not bring a lot of stuff. Normally, I like to eat a little bit of food before. I didn't have enough money to buy food that I could eat right now, so I'm just gonna start setting up my shelter. Now, before I set up my shelter, I wanna look around a little bit to see if there's a better spot for it. It is pretty windy, and I don't want that to add to the coldness of tonight, so I'm gonna stay out of like an open area, and I'm gonna move more towards a wooded area just to block some of the wind from hitting me while I sleep tonight. This general area seems appropriate for my sleeping situation tonight. Let me start by showing you my shelter. This is my shelter for tonight. Before I show you what it is, how about we read some of the reviews that it's got on Temu. One review from Mike B says, very nice, well made, perfect for relaxing, perfect for relaxing, perfect for relaxing, perfect for relaxing, awesome, do recommend, awesome, do recommend. KA69 said, it's okay, not completely waterproof. But that was also a 5-star review, so I'm not worried. And then Charles rated it 5 stars. He said, never received, delivered to the wrong house. I don't know why he gave it 5 stars. We'll never know. This is gonna be my hammock for the night. We've got an instruction manual, some paracord and stakes for the rainfly, some straps. Now, how crazy is it that this $50 hammock from Temu has straps included, but my $200 hammock from Bass Pro had no straps included? I don't even know where the straps are, to be honest. Straps have to be in here then. Please, God, where are the straps? Please don't do this to me. There's no way this does not come with straps. This looks to be the rainfly, then I can only imagine this is the hammock. I'm setting the hammock up between these 2 pine trees. First thing I'm gonna do is knock off most of the lower dead hanging branches. I wanna make sure I can keep it as low to the ground as possible, so if it does happen to snap in the middle of the night, I'm not, taking fall damage. We'll see how tight we can string this, so I'm just barely hitting the ground. I do have one more concern. This tree is a little questionable. Now, I should be fine. I just can't tell if it has green on it or not. It looks pretty dead to me. This tree is totally dead, and it would be laying pretty close to where I'm hammocking. A professional bushcrafter like me usually sees this as a red flag. My brain's firing off critical. I'm gonna move my shelter so I'm not sleeping under a dead tree. This is the section where you can choose where you want to connect your hammock. Pretty long, so I might have to where you wrap the strap around the tree once or twice, but I'm choosing to trust this $50 Temu hammock with my life. If I wanted this hammock to go here between these 2 trees, which are probably a good 15 feet apart, look how extended my arms are right now. This is how wide the hammock would have to be. I don't want to just have it like strung out like between 2 25-foot trees. I want a little less slack. Oh, actually, I need a lot less slack. I'd be on the ground. One more link tighter. I couldn't squeeze one more link. This one's double wrapped. Over here, this tree is triple wrapped. I want to see what it feels like to lay in here diagonally, because people say if you lay in a hammock diagonally, then you can get your back straight and you're not hunched over the whole night. It's making that tightening sound on the sides. Let's try diagonal. How diagonal do I gotta be? It could be worse. The last time I did hammock camping, which was last weekend, I felt like I was able to kind of get in there diagonally enough to be a little straight. I don't feel like there's enough room in this one to be diagonal. I would say now we start to get the rain fly put up, but not completely draped over. I didn't buy a chair this video. I want somewhere to sit. This is gonna be my spot to sit. Maybe the instructions will say something about, they've got this they say do not lay diagonal. Lay straight. Also don't stand on it. Oh, so they're actually like tying knots into this to make it shorter. I'm not gonna do that. I don't wanna do that, but that's, I guess, how they shortened it. It is nice having instructions with a hammock setup for once. I might tie it down just right here, but I just don't wanna block it off so I can't sit in it during the evening when the sun's still out. This is the rest of the items that I have. Let's just get our whole shelter set up. I'm gonna take everything that's here that's for my shelter and we're gonna put it together so I don't have to worry about it because I don't want to. This is what's left. This is a 32-degree sleeping bag. This was $40. Let's read some of the reviews. Jim said, little on the thin side, but nice for spring and summer camping. Warm, it is not. Lisa said, I was warm maybe 2 days, then I pooped and I was cold. I was outside in a car that didn't work. I think it's for sleepover. It was like a coat. It had pockets, two-way zipper. Those are the only two comments. This is polyester. I will say, already checking this sleeping bag out, it is nicer than some of the other sleeping bags I've had, at least for my first Temu video. This thing looks a little lumpy. Let's see what we got. Oh God. Second Temu video, I had an okay sleeping bag. I think this is gonna be about an okay sleeping bag. Let's go throw it inside the hammock and see how we're feeling. Which way do I want my head? This side's a little higher up, so I'll do this side. All right, cozy little bed, like a cocoon. Because I'm off the ground, I need insulation underneath me because all this cold air tonight is gonna be going right underneath me. So my third product is something I've never used before. It's something I should have used last video, but it was warm enough where I didn't need it. That item is this. This is a $21 underquilt. Let's read some of the reviews of this just to make us feel a little uneasy sleeping tonight. It's got no reviews. Let's open it up at least. Little camel stuff sack. Dude, what? Why is it like a diaper? Why is, oh, because probably when I'm sitting in it, it'll sag into it. I mean, that's kind of cool though. I've never used one of these, so that's kind of cool to, besides this weird little saggy part, this is looking a lot cozier now that I have one of these. I need to lower the rain fly. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Acknowledging it now before I get a bunch of comments, I'm aware that my fly was down. I peed like 20 times. Once or twice I must have forgotten to zip. Rookie mistake. Just leaves yet one more entry point for ticks to bite me, so I'm allergic to red meat forever. This is some crazy progress. My last Temu video, if you like hold up my last Temu video and just went to the middle of it, and you didn't start watching from the beginning, you just like went maybe in the middle of the video, I'm probably wrong, but this is how I felt. I would look like some like bushcrafter dude because I was chopping down logs. I put like evergreen branches underneath me. All right, let's see how true that is. Random, stop. Yeah, no, okay, I guess. But then I just freaked myself out. I heard the submarine sound. Bridge line's pretty useful now because I thought I was gonna use I booked it back to my car. I staked this one in and I tied it to here. I just don't know what that would do. Like maybe stop me from swinging side to side, but besides that, this doesn't look like that's the ideal placement for that tie off. We will just have to see how I sleep. I've not heard a woodcock since I've been here. Usually it happens right when the sun starts to go down. And then I think this will be a pretty easy area to replicate in Minecraft. I don't know how I'm gonna make a hammock. These will be my spruce trees, some little plants, some fallen logs, some more plants. I'm really just gonna find a slab of grass and grow a bunch of spruce trees with some bone meal, throw in some fallen logs and a hammock. But I am gonna be on Pocket Edition. You know, if I'm playing Minecraft, it's usually gonna be on Java, but I'm on Bedrock now, so there might be a learning curve. Once it gets dark, I got like 4 hours to kill before I go to bed, so that's gonna be my building time. Let's see if there are any birds. Oh, I don't hear any. I wonder, the birds get pretty quiet once it gets cold out. I hear a bird. I play this, it's recording it now. Oh, it's picking up the plane too. Boeing 757. Whenever you hear a bird, you can track it and you can see which ones you've caught. I'm trying to get a woodcock tonight on my roster. Man, is this really what I'm doing now? I don't know, it's kind of cool, right? It's like Pokemon Go, but it's like real life with birds. I think it's kind of cool. My hunger bar is starting to drop a couple ticks, so let me show you my depressing food haul from Temu. This is one of my food items. Well, not really food items, but it's something I need to survive tonight. This is what I got. I didn't even know they were the small ones. Tiny little water bottles from Sam's Club, it seems like. This depressing box of mini water bottles, $10. Okay, there's no reviews on it, which makes me feel like some of my faith in humanity has been restored. The fact that nobody besides me has bought these off of Temu. This is the first time that I've bought water off of Temu. In previous videos, I just brought my own water because I'm ready to really accomplish this Temu challenge. Water's not my only food, or it's not a food. This is my food. I was considering bringing a ration brick as a backup, but then I was kind of like, that's cheating if I'm preparing for the worst to happen. You know, funny enough, my first Temu challenge, I also bought a variety pack of, well, actually I didn't buy a variety pack, it was only the cheese peanut butter ones. I made a pillow out of the toast cheese peanut butters, and I binged last night a little bit and I ate 2 ration bricks. So this is the only food I have to consume for the next 20 hours. Oh wow, look at that. 4 grams of protein, 3 grams of protein, let me do the math on all this. I am gonna be good, so there's a lot of protein here. Yeah! This is 80 grams of protein. Now granted, the calorie to protein ratio might not be ideal. When I eat any of these, I need to eat them farther away from my site because these are almost as bad as like those Nature Valley granola bars. These will shed an insane amount of crumbs right around my campsite, and I'm not making that mistake again. So I'm gonna take a couple of these far, far away. In my opinion, these peanut butter ones are way better than these peanut butter ones, but I like the cheese ones the best. Yeah. I knew that this was not gonna be enough food for this video, or it's like enough, but I'm gonna be hungry tonight. So before I got here, I crushed 2 chicken sausages and a whole Chipotle bowl. These also are so dry. These aren't good at all. Well, hopefully these are okay. I'd rather starve to death out here than eat the rest of those crackers. I'll see if I can regurgitate some of that Chipotle bowl to enjoy it again.
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. You have been the one.
This might be the most relaxing setup I have. Sitting here, I think I'm definitely gonna be doing hammocks a bit more, especially when I'm on a tighter budget, because being able to use that as my shelter or my bed for the night, then also being able to sit in it during the day and not having to buy a chair is pretty genius. It is 7:14. It's gonna get dark here in about an hour-ish. I think what I'm gonna do is prepare for a fire, gather wood for a fire, slam like 2 water bottles and 3 cracker packs, come back, light my fire, and then hang out for the night. I gotta keep my ears peeled for a killdeer. Starting to think I might not be able to see a killdeer, but I think as long as I hear it and log it on my app, I'm gonna count that as a challenge. I hear a woodcock. It is far that way. Let's see if it'll pick it up. My challenge originally was to see one. That's not happening. I've changed it to hear one. It's only picking up an eastern towhee right now. Also, I totally zoned out and my fire went out. I'm going to get my fire lit. It's also time to illuminate the area. Wait. Oh my God, there's one over there too. can maybe get this one. I got him! I got him! Hey, let's go, bro. What am I gonna name that one? We'll call him Challenger. No, Challenge 2. What a great, okay, sweet, I beat my second challenge. Well, I've got my fire going, and I've completed my second challenge. I'm on track to complete my third and spend the night. You imagine trying to locate the woodcock? Once I get this fire down to coals, I think I'm just gonna sit in the hammock and kind of add logs every 30 minutes, but I gotta build my Minecraft recreation of my campsite. Now, I would love to slam some of these cracker packs, but I'm not gonna walk 100 feet away from my fire. I'm gonna eat the crackers over the fire. Still doesn't eliminate the scent of the crumbs. I hope a little bit. I don't know what the science is behind that. Do they smell the scent off of the carbon? I'm going with 2 packs of these. I totally should have set up my fairy lights. These are my non-negotiable fairy lights that I just set up so I don't freak myself out. Now we've got a cute little hammock area that'll make me feel a lot more at ease. All right, now I gotta open up Minecraft PE. Bum 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 bum. We are loading. Definitely doing creative. I haven't played Bedrock in a minute. Bro, they have like shaders now? Look at that, that looks so nice. I need to find a biome that has more trees. See, like that's not bad. Okay, where's our pine though? If I just sit here and record myself looking for the right biome, it's gonna be 45 minutes later before I'm even like ready to show you an update. Let me find out the correct biome and get some of the building established, and then I'll check back in. Okay, I finished. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a little freaked out. I don't know, sometimes I'm out here and it's just like, just where I need it. And sometimes I'm like, come on, not every weekend, you know? I enjoy it, just there's a little span in time when I wish I could just toggle on always day. And you know, like right now I wish it was just sunny and I could be taking a nap in the sun. But then the sun goes away and then I'm like, I finished the world. I totally was like flying around for about 45 minutes and then I was like, okay, I'm throwing down 4 spruce trees and making what I think it looks like. This was not done to my full artistic capabilities because like I could have killed this on my computer. I don't know how I even moved around when I was a kid playing Minecraft PE. The controls are so hard. This is where I am, this is what it looks like. Walk to the campsite, you'd walk through these trees. There'd be that tree up here that was originally dead and might have fallen on me while I slept. Let's go here. Okay, this is the fire. This is a log. This is a log that was laying down over there and I moved it up and there was a bunch of ants underneath. And then this is where I am right now. When I was building this part, it turned to nighttime and I heard an Enderman and I was like, nope, I backed out, turned on cheats and said always day. I'm not trying to recreate the spot I'm in when there's darkness and then zombies and like stuff starts coming out. This is the little fairy light, sleeping bag. Yeah, I mean, you get it, right? You see kind of what I'm going for. Who's the one judging how good of it? I don't know. My goal was to recreate it. I recreated it and now I'm never touching Minecraft PE again. Camping is a blast sometimes. Definitely like the challenges better when I got someone here keeping me company. But like last video and the Bass Pro video, I actually really enjoyed my time. This time, it's not every weekend you want to go camp in the middle of the woods by yourself. This might be one of the weekends I don't want to. I think what I gotta do is exposure therapy, but slowly go into the more of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, be a man. If not being a man means I get to sleep in my own bed, then why would I not? Like the trade-off there. Wait, no, I can do this. I can spend the night. But you wanna know what I'm realizing? I think a big reason this might not be doing so well is because music. Whenever I have music playing, it always eases the soul. That does help. Wow, I'm tired. Whoa. What the heck? How's it going? Still watching the video, I see. My fire is slowly going out, but it's getting that time to try to survive for real during the night. This is gonna suck. I think so. Maybe it won't, but I think it's gonna. I gotta go put you in the car, but I'll continue updating you on my phone. I'm freaked out. You ever seen someone tear down a really cute camping site in 5 minutes and go home? You're looking at him. Yeah, I love these videos. I do. I'm trying to start doing them weekly. I'm realizing that just because I'm doing them weekly and I enjoy camping, I do frequently enjoy this. Doing it every week lately, sometimes I'll hit a weekend when I'm like, yeah, screw this, I'm going home. Bro, I know like I'm living up to the name of the channel, but like it's like really at some point I gotta stop going home. And I was in that mindset today. I was about to bail earlier, 4 hours ago, and now it's like 12:10. As I was coming back, I heard an insane amount of coyotes in this direction. I know coyotes aren't gonna touch me. I know coyotes are scared of me. See you later, nerds.